set up for this match in 6 Creed. That way I'm not chasing a bunch of different style ammo, but a way lighter gun. How did your rifle perform? Cowboy B. It performed extremely well, shot extremely well. There was an issue on stage 1 of day 1, and my Kestrel was screwed up. I think I talked about it before. And everything, everything out to a certain distance. So every time I'd range something, it would say, 325 yards. And I'd look at my Kestrel, and it told me 0.9, 0.9. So I had ended up with all these 0.9s. And if my brain would have worked, I would have went, no, that can't be 0.9. So just so much going on. The first stage, when you take off, and the first stage on 2 of the field courses, maybe even 3, let's see, the one up to the water tank, the other one was the long one. No, just the 2. So field course 3 and 1, which we did today. You had a long haul before you could even get to the first stage. And the one we did today was the worst one. That was field 1, I think. Yeah, field 1. That was a butt kicker. It seemed like you had to haul ass forever, and then finally you would go up into the mountains, and then you could either come back down on the road, go back there, and then climb back up again, or you could kind of go through the terrain and do some bushwhacking, basically. Some people went one way, some people went the other, so I guess it just depended, but that was a rough one. So you basically show up to the first stage. You got an RO or maybe 2 ROs, and they're going to tell you, here's the mark, here's the left and right limiter, and have at it. There was only 2 stages that were a 2x4. So every other stage was a 1x8. So a 2x4 means that you're looking for 4 targets, and the bolt gunner has to shoot those 4 targets at 2 positions. Where the gas gun guy, Hugo, only needed to hit the 4 targets from the first position. So it's actually a lot better. Those are nicer for us because you don't have to find 8 targets, you only have to find 4 targets. Now the left and right limiter could be massive, right? Well, you're looking up, or it could be pretty tight, but you're looking up this huge canyon, and you're thinking, okay, and this is where like the rangefinders and all of them would basically do this, but utilizing the Furies, I was able to go, okay, that's 1,000 yards, so I know it's closer, and then I could click again. Oh, that's 900 yards. So instead of going all the way up the mountain and then all the way back down the mountain, I knew that the limitations of the rifles were, I think it was up to 900. So anything, if it said 925 or whatever, I think the farthest shot we took was 865 yards or something like that. So I knew that if I was ranging stuff at 9 and 11, just skip it and move on and then try to find those targets along the mountain range. So this is a completely different style of competition, which is really good for people that maybe hunt, people that like shooting the NRL style hunting matches, which I would like to try one of those. Sounds like fun. You gotta find the target, you gotta range the target, and then you gotta shoot the target. So it's basically very similar to what this is. Maybe not this match because you had to do all the, there's a lot more physical activity, but the Steel Safari match, the team Safari match, and a few of the other ones is basically kind of set up like that. Now they did do a new one this year, and I know some of you guys out there, aren't spring chickens like myself anymore, and maybe not in the best of shape. They actually have a match that would be really good, and it's so what you can do is, instead of not, basically just trying to find these invisible targets. I'm saying invisible because they weren't as tough for me this year. I don't know if it was because I've had a chance to do it, or if it was easier to see with the terrain. What's up, Eagle Eye? But like Kenny can tell you, they weren't as tough as I thought they were. I think New